Hi, Dwayne Duggan, Remax of Boulder podcast here. Today we have DB Wilson from Remax of Boulder giving us the update on the market. It sounds like it's still hopping out there. So how's it going out there, DB?
It's going well. What we try to do on a monthly basis is look year to dates and compare it with where we were year to date a year ago. So these statistics are from January 1st through May 31st this year and comparing with 2015.
Okay.
What I like to do is look at 10 different areas to try to get a more complete picture of what's going on in the market. Those 10 areas are the number of active listings, the median sales price, the average sales price to list price, the days on the market, in other words, from the date of listing to the date of closing, how long that takes, the actual total number of sales year to date, how many expires are there year to date, and then also the months of inventory, percentage under contract, and then when we are where we are comparison interest rate wise this year with last year.
I'm always amazed. You can always just rattle off those 10 things that you monitor. So obviously you've been taking a lot of time studying this. So
we've been doing this for a number of years.
Right, let's dive right into single family.
Okay.
Boulder County, within all the little fields that you just mentioned. Let's cover those.
Okay, so the number of listings is still well below historically where we've been, as well as where we're off 8% from where we were last year at this time. Only 802 active listings as of the end of May. Couple that with 53% of those were under contract. And that just shows you the limited inventory that we've had. Great for sellers, more challenging for a buyer. The median sales price is up about 11% over a year ago, and we're at $522,000 in Boulder County, as you stated. The average sales price is at $635,000, just under $635,000, which is up about 9% from a year ago.
Okay.
Sales price to list price. I would say on the norm is 95 to 97%. It's 99.8%. So again, that shows the strength of the market. It's a seller's market, getting very close to asking price.
Okay. Days
on the market is down to 66. 66 again from the date of list to the date of closing. There have been 1,158 sales year to date, which is off about 8% from where we were a year ago. This is not a reflection that there's not strong demand, it's just the limited
inventory. Right.
Exactly. 3.5 months worth of inventory. And we look on a stable market that it should be anywhere between 5 to 7 months. Anything below 5 demonstrates that it's a seller's market. Again, 53% of the properties are under contract currently. This is an indicator that price appreciation is going to continue, and interest rates are exceedingly low, 3.6%, down from 3.8%.
Yeah, it's actually been a little surprising that there hasn't been a little upward pressure. I wonder if it's because it's election year coming up, or
Well, and of course the Fed just came out yesterday and said that they did not anticipate another price increase until at least September is what I read. So
it helps everybody.
It does. It does. So that's kind of the overall picture on single family detached residential.
Right, DB, let's jump into attached dwelling, and again all of Boulder County. So, and that, if we remember, it includes Longmont and Lafayette, Louisville, City of Boulder, everything in the plains and up in the mountains. So that's a wide variety of markets. So these are still pretty astonishing numbers.
They are, and again, we look at the same 10 categories, and currently there's only 180 active listings as of the end of May.
That just boggles my mind. 180 in all of Boulder County.
Correct.
Attached dwellings.
And 71% of those are under contract.
Wow. So tough being a buyer right now.
It is. It is. One of the real interesting things to me in looking at this year compared to last year is the median price. Median price is actually up 30% in attached dwelling. That figure is just under $350,000, about $347,750. But that is a very substantial jump in 1 year,
Right.
30%. And so the properties that are coming on the market obviously are much higher. So we're losing that bottom line property.
Right. Makes it
And-
really tough for that first-time home buyer when the
It does.
entry level is
It
so
does.
high.
And so what we are seeing is that people that are wanting that are having to go further out from and outside Boulder County to find properties in the 200s and
Right.
that kind of stuff. And we kind of see that continuing. The average price is up about 13%, 15%, pardon me, 15% over a year ago. So very strong there. One interesting point is that the days on market has increased substantially, and I would say that that's because we've lost that real low-end price.
Right.
But it's still 70 days about, so not a big deal. The months of inventory is only 2.2%.
Or months.
Or 2.2
Months,
months.
right.
And again, that just shows how strong of a seller's market
Right,
it
it's
is.
pretty low.
It is. In all of Boulder County, there's only been one property that did not sell that came on the market. In other words, one expired.
Wow.
And that's pretty phenomenal. And that happened to be a $1.6 million
Okay.
condo in downtown Boulder. But, so there continues to be a great deal of demand for that property, of that type of property, but just real limited numbers. And because of the limited inventory, we're actually 23% down on the number of attached dwellings sold year to date.
As far as sheer number of units sold.
Sheer number of units, and that's 404,
Mhm.
compared with a year ago of 525 this time.
Okay. Any other stats that you have that you want to share?
Not off the top of my head.
That was pretty impressive, I tell you. You know those stats inside and out. So, DB, thanks for filling us in on the market. Look forward to the next update as the summer moves on.
Okay.
Dwayne Duggan, Remax Boulder Video Podcast, signing off.